My name is James Williams Jr., and this is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. This is another important issue that I would like to discuss with you guys. So, apparently, and I learned this on the Today Show this morning as well, apparently someone robbed and shot an Uber driver. A lot of people are like toning in and making fun of Uber drivers and all this shit and thinking that they're not safety. And there's some good people out here that are Uber drivers, and there's some bad people out here that are probably Uber drivers. I mean, there is no right or wrong way to say that there are good and bad in each and every one of us. But to rob and shoot an Uber driver, how callous are we getting to the point where no one seems to give a damn? That other people may have families, children. I mean, most people are working to make money to support themselves and their family. And instead of going out to get a job, these asshats want to go out and hurt people who are busting their rump every freaking day to make sure that they put food in their stomachs, in their kids' stomachs, a roof over their head, a roof over their kids' head, clothes on their backs, on their kids' backs. And nobody said that driving is easy. Have you ever drove someone anywhere? Have you ever actually taxied someone somewhere because you had to? Because you needed the job? No, you have not. And if you have, then you know that this is not the safest job in the world. Uber drivers don't come with those cages in their cars. They don't come with police car style taxi cabs. They come in, basically, it's their personal vehicle. And this asshat, or these asshats, robbed his customers, robbed him, and shot him. What's going on with us, people? What is going on with the world today? Aerosmith had a song. I'm gonna hum a bar from it, or I'm gonna sing a bar from it. So, please don't sue me, Aerosmith. Something wrong in the world today. Don't know what it is. Something in our eyes. We're living on the edge. Okay, so that's the song from Aerosmith, which has become more true to life. You know, Something is definitely wrong in the world today when you think it's cool to shoot a fucking Uber driver after mugging him and his customers. The problem with society is that there is no justice, and the problem started when the government, my former employees, decided that we could no longer whoop the ass of our children. That time out was a good thing. Let me tell you something. In the 80s and 90s, when I was still eligible for ass whoopings, timeout didn't exist. There was no, we're going to put you in a timeout. Because my parents pretty much knew that timeout would only give me time to think of a better way to not get caught when I fuck something up. So we need to start not being afraid and start whipping our kids' ass and let them know you are a child. The consequences that our kids put us through, they should be the ones that have to suffer. They did the action, they did the crime, they should have to do the time. Without prejudice. Like, okay, you want to be a badass, you want to be grown, well, here you go. And I'm not saying they need to go to a facility where you break a child's arm like they have been rumored about some of those Samoan death camps for children, way back in the 90s when they started this crap. Like the late 90s after I got out of high school and was starting my real life into the real world, where they had things on NBC and CBS and 60 Minutes and ABC News where kids would file their stories about abuse at these military style disciplinarian camps that they would send kids to instead of like locking them up and sending them to juvie or jail. They tried all these different programs. We need to go back to allowing families to take their belts off their asses, pop a switch out of a tree, pick the little thorns off that sumbitch, and whoop their kids' asses. Half these problems today would be handed over if it wasn't for the fact that we're not allowed to discipline our children. And then when I say whoop an ass, I mean take a belt, swat them with your hand, on the ass, smack them in the hand. When they're cussing, smack them in the mouth. God knows I needed a lot of them because I cuss all the freaking time. But discipline. The kids need discipline. And it pisses me off that we're not allowed to discipline our children. So, in closing, I hope that the Uber driver's gonna make it and everything. And it's just a crying shame that there is no give and that there's no discipline and that we don't correct these people in need. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.